Hello everyone, we are back with Soch in Motion episode 6. And we're absolutely delighted. We've just had like a full house of 1,200 students, boys and girls being more in number. How's the Josh, Avi?
Josh was, amazing. I think it's, in general, I find that when we have young audience members, the excitement, the interest, the energy is definitely a lot higher. And it's always the case. And these 1,200 kids did not disappoint.
So we just wrapped up Tamil Nadu, right? We met a whole lot of farmers, entrepreneurs, florists, tailors, a very different demographic profile than the lot we met today in the afternoon. Students, but young minds, curious minds. But did you see some similar characteristics between the two? Otherwise, quintessentially different demographic profiles.
So I think the difference was the fact that we were looking at almost a 20 or a 30-year age gap between the cohort that we were meeting with in Tamil Nadu, and obviously these are all young students in their undergrad and postgrad programs. The one similarity was the fact that they were very confident, very self-assured. The difference, I would say, is that the younger generation, in terms of these students, at least have heard of kind of what mutual funds are and what investment options they might have. They didn't know what to do and how to go about it, but they definitely had some knowledge and they were studying, a lot of them, about it. So that was definitely a difference. But it was also interesting to hear their questions about how they are looking at the future and the fact that this could be an important vehicle for them to achieve some of their goals. So that was also very, that was similar, because generationally it doesn't matter.
We had a whole lot of questions coming in from girl students than the boys, and all of them wanting to be financially independent, and they thought that your conversation with them got them that importance of being on their feet. How do you think such young minds can be trained to start early?
Yeah, I think the one advantage, I would say, kind of investors have is that they've got time on their hands. And more than time on their hands, they have time on their side, right? It's not so much that, if you could just look at the simple concept of compounding and you understand that truly, they're very quickly going to take it up. And I think that, there was more than a few of them that said that, actually the fact that we could start with a little bit and just let the compounding do the work for them, just that concept itself is enough and will be extremely powerful for their future.
Do you think this generation is more risk averse than?
No, I actually think quite the opposite. And it is not this generation versus that generation. I just think it is the age at which you're at. Right? When you're in your 20s, your entire life is in front of you.
Right.
You don't really think anything can kind of go wrong. Whereas when you're in your 60s or 50s and 70s, you've seen a bit of life and you realize that stuff can go wrong. So I do think that there's going to be, I think the younger generation is a lot savvier. But the fact that I don't think that there's more risk or less risk averse. It's just a function of their ability to recover, which is the right way of looking at risk.
Bangalore is the IT hub, a place where startups exist more than any other state or city in the country. So what kind of opportunity does it hold for young minds, and what's your message for the Gen Z here?
I'd say, it's no different, right? I think the opportunity set is created by the jobs and the availability of those jobs, right? So if you've got a massive startup hub, which is what Bangalore does have, you have an educated populace, right, which has the ability to start early. The message is still the same. It's just, I think, the Gen Zs in Bangalore might have an opportunity to start much earlier and have a much faster outcome because their ability to invest might be larger, right? So I would say it's the same message as I have for any youngsters, which is start early and stay invested.
Right. Okay, so this is what we had for you for episode 6. From Kempegowda's fort to cloud computing, from shaded avenues to startup hubs, Bengaluru reminds us that past and the future can coexist. All you need is a little confidence, learn from the past, and take that calculated risk to follow your dreams. This was Soch in Motion episode 6. You can feel free to like, comment, share your thoughts with us, and we'll be happy to hear your feedback. Stay tuned for more.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.